Alrighty guys, we are going to go ahead and get the show on the road. Welcome back to another video right here on my Twitch live stream channel, DZPalomino. If you guys watch me on Twitch, this is pretty much the early access before it becomes available as a rerun on my YouTube channel. If you guys watch me on YouTube, welcome to the rerun where we're getting back to playing KARDS, the World War II card game. Alright folks, this is going to be playlist episode number 3. Interesting how far we've came so far playing the game KARDS. And for this playlist episode, folks, we are going to be playing the Soviet base campaign. Alright, we'll see how this game turns out and see where we will go from there. Alright, with that being said, folks, if you guys want support, you can support at the bottom of your screen, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, or you can utilize the sponsor at the top of the screen, Ember, which you can download on your smartphone. With the invitation code, that code will give you a boost. Code's also available in the description box for those of you guys watching the rerun by the time this video is available, where we could be virtual Bitcoin mining business partners, mine Satoshi, mine Bitcoin 24/7 365, play, win, earn. Alright folks, I want to stop talking and want to start playing. Alrighty folks, the Soviet base campaign. Reinforcements have arrived. You have now collected 30 new Soviet cards. These cards are the base for your Soviet starter deck, which will be fully completed by playing through the Soviet starter campaign. The new cards are marked as new in your card collection. It can also be used as ally cards when building decks with other main nations. Alright folks, let's proceed. Alright. We must drive the enemy from our soil at all costs. Win 7 battles with the base deck to complete the full starter deck for the Soviet Union. When the deck is complete, you will be able to use it and the Soviet nation against other players in battle PvP mode. Alrighty folks, 7-parter, the Soviet Union. Let's go. Alright, I'll go first. Now, the last playlist episode, it was pretty challenging. Didn't have too many resources to start with. I just pretty much had to let it grow. So we'll see how that plays out in this particular starter deck. I know that history-wise, there weren't too many resources available during the time of World War II, and even then, the Russians were on the winning side, and they got whooped, highlighting most of the Battle of Stalingrad, which I believe it's 1 million casualties from the Russians' side. Alright, let's see. P-51 Mustang, I-16 Ishak. Ooh, man. Okay, and then we have the 6th Naval Guard, and the final push. Final push card. Give a friendly unit +3 attack. Alright. Looks like I was timed as far as selecting cards, but okay. We can roll with that. Okay. 1 credit. Hey. Okay. Enemy has deployed what I think is the Panzer III, if I read that correctly. No, the Panzer IIA. Okay. Okay, I got 2 credits. We could use some air support. Okay, now I've deployed the I-16 Ishak. Okay. Panzer IIA. Deployed to the front, took out the Soviet 7th Naval Guard, and dead even. Both units are destroyed. Okay. Okay. Alright, so now the enemy is exposed. We're going to go ahead and deploy the 84th Infantry Regiment. enemy has deployed the air blitz maneuver. I took 3 damage to my home base. Okay. Well, I'm going to follow suit with my aircraft. Okay. Infantry to the front. Okay. I still have 2 credits left, so I can still do something with this. I'm going to go ahead and deploy the reserves. Okay. Light infantry deployed. Okay, end my turn. Okay. Enemy has deployed a Panzer IIA unit and went straight for the attack. And deployed the 22 Infantry Regiment. Alright, now it's my turn. Okay. Let's see. Okay, little by little I'm starting to see the advantages because I noticed that the infantry literally only has 1 attack point and 1 defense point. But they can be useful when applying the final push plus 3 attack. Let's see where that strategy will play out. Okay. Let's see. Alright. With the I-16 ISHAC, we're going to take out the Panzer unit. Panzer unit gone. Oh man, P-51 Mustangs. And I know the T-34, they were badass tanks during the times of the World War II Russians. Alright. No, can't deploy the P-51s just yet. Okay, deployed another light infantry. Let's see. Can't really attack just yet because barely got to the front line. And okay, we're going to save it from here so that way we can get the 51s out there at the next turn. And I will end my turn here. Okay. Now the enemy has deployed the 980 Volksgrenadier. Alright. Alright, let's get those P-51s out there. Okay, we'll end it from right here. Hold the line, fellas. Hold the line. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna sweeten the deal right here, right now, and I think we're gonna end it for round 1. Okay, we're gonna, let's see. Where is that? Okay, there's that card. We're gonna deploy the final push card. Attack HQ. And deploy the 51s. Game over. Alright, rewards Katyusha. The enemies at the gate are only recourse is to throw everything we got at them, hoping we can overwhelm them with numbers in the long run. Win 6 more battles to complete the full starter gate for the Soviets. Red Army Tide. Alright. Let's go. Okay. I'm gonna replace the blood sickle. Yeah. I-16 I-check. Okay. Okay. Enemy has deployed the Panzer IIA. Okay, I have 1 credit. Looks like I can do nothing right now. That is not good. Okay. Got no choice but to end my turn. HQ's hit. Okay. Okay. We gotta deploy something out here because the enemy our HQ is already getting hit. Okay, I-16s are out. Okay, for some reason the Panzer IIA ignored my aircraft unit and still went straight for the HQ. Interesting. Okay, I have 3. Let's see. Alright, let's see where they're going to take this. I'm going to deploy the T-19 howitzer and put them in the corner in a way where I was like, well, if you take out one, you're going to get hit by the other, so which one are you going to take out? So. Alright. 16s hit the Panzer IIA. I'm out of credits, and I'll end my turn. Alright. Okay, enemy has deployed the 980 Volk Grenadier. Panzer IIA attacked the howitzers and lost. We still have howitzers. Interesting. Alright, looks like we're in a good position to keep them pinned since nobody's at the front line right now. And we're going to go ahead and deploy the 6th Naval Brigade. And we're going to attack the infantry. Let's put the enemy HQ at low priority for right now, so that way we can, once we finally hit the enemy HQ, we'll hit them hard. Alright, so I lost my I-16s. Bam. Howitzers. Alright. Pretty much the strategy I'm trying to coordinate, guys, is to make it as much as 1 shot, 1 kill when finally hitting the enemy HQ. Okay, I only have 1 credit, so I'll end it. Enemy has deployed the air blitz. Okay. Deploying T-34s. Okay. I'll end my turn. Alright, both infantry units lost. 1 from the enemy, 1 from my own. Okay. The enemy deployed the 109s. Oh boy. The 109s were the badass aircraft during the time period of the Germans of World War II. I want to get the P-51s out there. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. If I deploy the credits, if I deploy the P-51s out there, I will not be able to make a move. Okay. I'm going to take over the front line. Hit the aircraft. Okay. Alright. 84th Infantry Regiment deployed. Out of credits. Ending my turn. Another unit of 109s. Oh boy. Okay. Deploying the 51s. Nice. Okay, 51s took out a 109. Let's see. Okay, move the infantry forward. Alright. Out of credits, ending my turn. Alright. Enemy deployed the Panzer 38T and the Panzer 3J. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. Oh boy, yeah. I'm trying to make my aircraft survive as much as I can, because I see nothing in my deck. Okay, attack. 51s hitting the 109s. 109s taken out. 51s survived, but barely. Okay, I have 6. We'll deploy another T-34 unit. Okay, we gotta do something with these credits, so I'm gonna go for the enemy HQ. Panzer 38 and 59 Panzer Grenadier. Oh boy. Okay, we got howitzers. Okay, to start. T-19 howitzers. Okay, let's go ahead and prioritize the P-51s and knock down the enemy HQ, because it looks like we got a small window that's open, not that very big at all. Okay. Okay, took out an enemy unit. Let's see. I got 1 credit left. I'll end my turn. Air Blitz. T-34s are holding up, but they're not lasting though, because the enemy is coming in hard. Alright. I think we're going to go ahead and end it from right here, fellas. 51 attacks to enemy HQ, and T-34's final push. Game over. Okay. Alright. We'll jump straight to Mission 3. Okay. Well, let's see. I want to get a variety out there. Okay. Alright. Okay. Final push. Okay. Alright. Let's see. I only have 1 credit, so it's not too much I can do, but I want to do something with these credits. So let's go ahead and deploy the reserves. Now we have something just to get out there in case something comes up. Okay. Enemies deploy the 22 Infantry Regiment. Let's see. I only have 2 credits, so there's not a lot I can do for at the start of the game. Okay, infantry's deployed, and I'll end my turn and save a credit. Okay. Enemies deployed, 980 Volksgrenadier. Alright. Okay, deploy the howitzers. And bring the infantry forward. Okay. I got 1 credit. Let's see. Yeah. Deploying another infantry. Gosh, there's just not so much I can do. Alright, infantry's been taken out. Enemies deployed the Stug 3F. Okay. Okay, what are our options? Okay, howitzer is going to take out the infantry from the front line and push. Okay. See, deal 3 from the people. Deal 3 damage to a unit. Let's go ahead and take out the Stug 3F. That might be an issue over time. So, take it out now. Stug out. Okay. And then, yeah, it looks like I'm out of credits. I'm going to end my turn. Okay, enemy has taken over the front line. And deployed the 59 Panzergrenadier. Alright. Okay. Let's see. T-34s. Gotta do this tactically. Be smart with the amount of credits I have. And that's credits with a K, not a C. Okay, we deployed the 84th Infantry Regiment. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and utilize the Final push. And then attack. And then howitzers, take out the infantry. Alright. Front line cleaned out. Out of credits, ending my turn. Enemies deployed the Panzer IIIJ. Dang it. Howitzers were taken out. Okay, use the from the people advantage. Unit destroyed. Okay, and then we'll get our anti-tank gun out there. Now, if you guys have noticed, I didn't deploy my 84th infantry out there because I wanted to let the enemy spoil their own credits to go to the front line. So pretty much save my breath, save my resources, let what credits I have roll over to the next turn, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. 3. Okay, let's see. Get that infantry. Actually, you know what? P-51s. And knock out the tank with my artillery. It's not going to take all of it out, though. Yeah. I would have saved the P-51s and then let the 82nd, or let the 84th do the attack, but the 84th can only conduct one attack damage. So throw out the P-51s out there. And let's see what they prioritize, what to hit. They're deploying a lot. Enemy's got the 109s out there, then the infantry regiment, and then brought forth the 980 Volksgrenadier to the front line. Ay. Okay. It's getting close. Oh, okay. Okay, since they deployed the 109s, I'm going to deploy the Katyusha. Okay, we'll do this. Got him. No damage from us. Or well, we didn't take any damage, I should say. Okay, artillery. Bam, bam. And then clean out the 51. Clean out the 109s with the 51s, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Can't do too much now. I'll end my turn. Boy, am I getting hit. Let's see. 51s, might as well prioritize that for the enemy for the enemy HQ. Let's see. Okay. Take out the okay. With the artillery, we're going to take out the tank. Target destroyed. And with the P-51s, then we'll prioritize that with the enemy HQ. Almost half of their enemy HQ lifespan is gone. Okay. Seventh Regiment deployed. Okay, then we'll go from there. I'm expecting the enemy to knock out my P-51s, and that'll make it a little bit harder. If they don't, I'll be surprised. I was like, huh. Yeah, they took out the artillery. Hit the infantry. Okay, I'm actually surprised they didn't hit knock on my P-51s. Interesting. Okay, but they did utilize the air blitz. Got him. Okay, then I believe this is the one time that the blood sickle will actually be useful. And then we'll finally take out the infantry. Alright. Found an advantage with the blood sickle card. Okay. And we have 3 credits, but don't have any more cards to deploy, and we're cleaned out of action for this turn for what cards are on the board. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to end my turn. Air Blitz. Alright, folks. Let's, okay. Alright, folks. Game over. Unity is Strength card. Give a friendly infantry +1/+1 for each friendly infantry unit on the battlefield. Alright. We are turning the tide in our favor, thanks in large part to your efforts. But the enemy still enjoys air superiority. Thwart that, and we will be in the driver's seat. Mission 4, fellas. Alright. For the time being, I will replace the blood sickle card, and we'll go from there. Okay. 1 credit. Deploy the Naval Brigade. End my turn. Enemies deploy the infantry regiment. Okay. Not too much I can do right now. We'll send the Naval Brigade to the front line. The reason I'm doing that is because let's see where it goes, first of all. And then second, 3 creds will be available in the next turn, and then hopefully we can knock out the infantry with the from the people advantage, and then clean as a whistle and knock out the enemy HQ. Well, not necessarily knockout, but you guys know what I mean. Okay. Alright, dead even. And we're still going to use the From the People card. Bam. Barely used the mechanized unit. Making you throw your cards away. Alright. Infantry Regiment. Okay. Deploying the 84th. I'll put the reserves. And then I'll end my turn. Okay. Enemy deployed the Volksgrenadier. Okay. Let's see. From the People, deploy. Front line cleaned out. Anti-tank, deploy. End my turn. Okay. Enemy deployed the Panzer 38T and the 59 Panzer Grenadier. Okay, we got the I-16 Ishak. Okay. Ooh. Get the Ishaks out there. Okay, take out a mechanized unit. Done. And we'll deploy the light infantry. Get them out there. Support line is full. Interesting. Well, I gotta do something with these credits, so I want to see where this unity of strength goes. I believe this would be a good time to use it. Let's see, +1, +1. Let's see. I think I should go ahead and put that on hold for now. Hold on. But I don't want these credits to just go to waste. I'm just realizing right now that the credits don't get rolled over. Okay. Nice. Air bullets. Okay, I'm going to deploy the infantry. Take out the mechanized. Darn. do that. I-16, destroyed a unit. And the artillery, 45 millimeter, didn't do too much damage. Okay. Enemy deployed Panzer 3J. Okay, what we're gonna do? Deploy the final push. Take out the artillery. Bam, just like that. Take out the remainder of the infantry. Enemies lost control. Deploy the infantry. And hit the enemy HQ. Okay. Okay, we have another I-16. And we'll end the turn. Air blitz. Okay. T-34s, put it out there. And hit that enemy HQ. Bam. Ran out of attack points. Not enough credits to move, okay. Clean out of credits. Folks Grenadier deployed. And the enemy deploys the Panzer 38s. Ho 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 ho. Hit my T-34s. But they still stand strong. Alrighty, folks. The end. Game over. Nice. Now we have the Arctic Convoy. Draw 2 random units from your deck. Okay. That's the reward. Alright. You have fought a mighty war of attrition, but slowly yet surely the industrial might for us and our allies is starting to tell. The long game is ours. Alright, folks. Mission number 5. Okay. Let's see. No, we'll keep these. No. Probably should have got rid of at least one because, and hope that something comes up that I can do something with 1 credit. Because right now I can't. All right. We'll work with it. Okay. Enemy deploys 22 infantry regiment. Okay, we'll deploy the I-16s since they cannot be touched unless somebody comes to the front line. Alright, this is actually a perfect moment. We'll use the from the people advantage. buy us some time. And the front line's been cleaned out. Enemy deploys that 38T. Okay. We'll put forth the howitzer. And utilize this time window to do some damage to the enemy HQ since we can't be touched just yet. Bought us some time. Okay. Get the reserves out there. Alright, end my turn. Excuse me. Enemy deploys the 109s. Completely ignored my units and went straight for the HQ. Interesting. Okay. 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 Let me see. It's gonna. I would draw 2 random units, but it's gonna cost a lot of credits. All right. Okay, this is maybe a perfect moment. We'll deploy the infantry since it's only 1 and 1, and then we'll strengthen them with the Unity is Strength card. Okay. Gotta do some damage here. Okay. No way. Oh, okay. Once it comes into play. Ah, I get it. Okay. So it's gonna have to wait. And he deploys another 38T unit. Okay. Oh boy. Not looking good right now. But we'll clean out the front line. Let's see. Okay. Got another anti-tank gun out there, and then we will deploy. Hang on. It's going to be 1 plus 4. Okay. Now, this is probably not the perfect time to put the final push just yet. We'll go ahead and deploy the 84th Infantry out there. Yep. Attacks my 84th. Tank unit attacks my artillery. We're still standing. Unit destroyed. Enemy aircraft destroyed. Nice. Okay, and then we'll utilize the I-16s, do some damage to the enemy HQ. Okay. And what else can we do? we'll deploy the Katyusha. And we'll end it from there. Enemy deploys Panzer IIIJ and Volksgrenadier. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh. Final push. Got him. All right. We'll still prioritize the 16th for the enemy HQ. Okay. Arctic convoy. And I'll end my turn. Okay. Oh boy. Too close a call here. 9. Okay. Okay, deploy P-51s right now. Window is closing to knock out the enemy HQ before they deploy a lot of their units. Okay. Okay, window's closing up, but by the next turn, all I need is one hit from the P-51s, and it's over. Gotta move fast. Yeah. Enemies are already deploying the Tiger. Alright, game over, fellas. Yep. Window was closing up, but just in time. Alright, the reward card, 76mm howitzer. Woo! Alright, congratulations are in order, comrade. The enemy is on the run. Now is the time to follow through and go for the throat. Let's go. Alright. Okay, we have 2 blood tickles. I'll take out one of them. Replace him. Okay, we have 1 credit. Deploy the Naval Brigade. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Get the anti-tank gun out there. And push the Naval Brigade forward. Panzer IIA deployed. Interesting. Hmm. Not a whole lot I can... actually, I can't do anything right now. Wow. Just gonna have to let those credits rot. Panzer 38T. Okay, I have just enough credits. There's not a whole lot I can do. Dang it. I'm getting some bad cards. Timing of the cards this time around. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Arctic convoy deployed. And I can't do anything else. Panzer 3J. Okay. What's with all the blood sickle cards? They don't help if all I get is the same stuff. Okay, deploy the 19 howitzers. Naval Brigade. Alright, take out those units. Enemy unit destroyed. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I could use the help with the sickle card. I could get rid of one of these sickle cards. Yeah. Okay. Volksgrenadier. Okay, my turn. And we'll take out the mechanized unit now. Done. Deploy the unit. And I gotta get rid of these sickle cards. Okay. Alright, no credits left. I'll end my turn. Okay. Enemies taking over the front line. Panzer 3J deployed. Okay. We'll deploy the Unity is Strength. Alright, take out the infantry. Or no, not quite yet. Hang on. Naval Brigade. Oh boy, it's gonna break even. Let's see. We'll use the sickle card. Enemy infantry destroyed. Let them come to us. Okay. Okay. All right. Bring forth the Naval Brigade and get those P-51s out there. Buy some time and knock out the enemy HQ. A little bit at a time. The 45mm anti-tank gun, I won't hit the enemy HQ just quite yet because mechanized unit, I can knock it out almost right away every time, depending on how many health points it has. So, mechanized unit destroyed. Okay. Out of credits, we'll end it. Okay. Broke even, 1 and 1. They're deploying a lot of infantry. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Massive hits. Okay. Okay, as long as the P-51 remains untouched, this will be over by the next turn. Let's see what they do. 109s. Game over. Nice. Give all your non-USA units +2/+2. That would actually help out a lot. Interesting. All right. The day is yours. Well done. We just need one final push to break the enemy line and move the whole front on the offensive. Make it happen. Yes, sir. Message from HQ. The Germans are mounting a last-ditch effort to thwart our winter offensive. Our recon units have spotted a full Panzer division moving toward our area. You need to establish a defense perimeter to halt their offensive while we gather our forces for a counterattack. We are counting on you. Okay. th Rifles. All right. Get the sickle out there. Enemy unit destroyed. Okay. Stuk 3F. The enemy has deployed. Okay. Okay, 84th deployed. Wasting very little time to to deploy their tank squad. So far, 2 units of Stug 3F and 1 unit of Panzer 2A. This is not going to be easy at all. Okay. All right, from the people. Okay. Unit destroyed. No credits. Ending my turn. Wasting very little time to make their move. The 84th has a very strong defense. Alright. Okay, deploying the I-16s. Yeah. Stug 3F destroyed. Okay. Unity of strength. Get that oomph up there. Heck yeah. Okay. 0 credits. Ending my turn. Another Stug 3F. Okay, I got 6 credits. Five. Use the sickle. Okay. Unit is using smoke screen, so okay. Deploy to T-34. Okay. Okay, let's see what they do. You destroyed yourself. Plus 3. Hell yeah. All right. This may be our ultimate test. The enemy has deployed the Tiger. Hopefully our enemy aircraft can help us out here and do a lot of damage. Okay, let's go from the people. Yes, sir. All right. T-34s to the front line. Do it. I actually got a David and Goliath award from the game. Alright, so the Tiger out. Let's see, can we... Yeah, hit the enemy HQ now. Send forward the 82nd. End my turn. folks. Get them into the air. Panzer 38T. They're barely deploying it, so it's game over, fellas. Woo! Winner. Fourth Cuban Cossacks. All right, you have completed the Soviet starter deck. You're now able to use this deck and other Soviet decks in battle PvP or training PvE mode. Woo! Even if after we complete the all the 5 training campaigns, fellas, there are a few campaigns out there where I think we're going to be put to the ultimate test, and then we'll just go from there once we get to playlist episode number 6. With that being said, folks, we have dominated the Soviet base campaign, playing the Russians from World War II. That was pretty fun, folks. All right, with that being said, I'm your host, DZPalomino. Don't forget to support. Don't forget to subscribe. You can subscribe to YouTube. You can subscribe to Twitch. You can subscribe to both. YouTube, you get up to speed with all the reruns and even in other shows not pertaining to cards. And then with Twitch, there's obviously more clips on Twitch than they're available on the YouTube channel, the DZPalomino Network. With that being said, folks, I will see you guys in the next battlefield.